let's get started. Hello, everybody. It's Miss Sinclair. It is Monday, March the 8th. Today, we're working on Lesson 15, reading expressions in which letters stand for numbers. We're actually going to start in our composition books because I'll show you what the packet says. It wants us to come up with words, math words, that indicate each operation. Like, what words can you think of that say, oh, that's an addition problem. Oh, that's a subtraction problem. Okay? Instead of writing it on our packet, which we're going to recycle, we're going to write it in our composition books instead. So here's what we'll do to start. Put today's date on here. And we're going to start with addition words. So who can tell me any words that you can think of that go ding, 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 that's addition? Quaid.
Some.
Some is the answer to an addition problem. Yeah. Yep. What's another word you can think of? Caleb? Plus. Yep. 8 plus 5. Omari, think of one. What else can you think of? How about add? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be hard stuff. It just has to be, how about all together? How much do you have all together? How about total? What else can I think of? Dominic?
In all.
In all. Very good. Here's a tricky one. What about this? Increased by. Seven increased by 5 would be 12, right? What about I don't know. Is there anything we missed? Can you think of anything else?
We could do all together.
Yep, we got all together. You're right. That was one of them. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead to subtraction. I think we're pretty good with that one. Words that mean that you know we're going to subtract. Dominic.
Minus.
Yes. Omari?
Decreased by.
Oh, good catch. Ashlyn.
4.
What's another one?
Spread out.
Take away.
Take away.
Take away. Good. Olivia. Difference. Exactly. What's the difference between 7 and 4? Difference means to subtract. Caleb.
Without, like 10 without 0 is 1. It's kind of like.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I think we'll hold off on that for right now. We'll keep that in mind. How about fewer? Fewer than. Or less than. We did that the other day. If you have 5, what's 4 less than that? What was it? Yeah. We could use the word negative. Remember when we add a negative number, we're actually subtracting or taking it away. We've got less, we've got fewer, minus, decreased by, take away. Good job. What about multiplication? There's a bunch of words we could think of for that, right? Jason? Times. Good job. What do you think, Omari? Can you think of a one for multiply? Yeah, how about multiply? That would work, right? 4 multiplied by 6. We got times. What else, Dominic?
Oh, that's what I was going to do. Times.
Oh, we got that one. Yep. What's the answer to a multiplication problem? You guys remember that word? Starts with a P. Oh, who said it? Nope, but you're close. Product. You were very close. How about double? If I say you're going to double something, that means we're going to times by 2, right? Derek? Triple. That means times by 3. What about division words? We talked about division words the other day. We actually put some vocabulary in this composition book when we talked about division. Parker?
Divisor.
Divisor was one of them.
Divided.
Dividend.
Dividend.
Dividend. Good. What's the answer to a division problem called?
Divided.
Parker?
Quotient.
Quotient. Let's say we could just say divided by, right? Yep.
Divide.
Divide. What about half? We would divide by 2, right? If we want half of something. And what kind of other math problems are division problems? Fractions. So we know fractions are going to count for division problems. Okay. It's available. All right, the last one I think they wanted us to talk about was exponents. So I'm going to go down here and write exponents. Yep, just turn it over on the other side if you ran out of space. This will be on the quiz Friday, so I want you to have all these words. Exponents. What kind of words did you have for exponents? Not remainder. That would be part of division. To the power of. And remember those special exponents, 2 and 3. What are those words that tell us that? Dominic?
I'm just going to say a squared.
Squared. And what was the other one? Dominic? Derek, sorry. Cubed. Remember those? So the nice thing about making the list in here is that you're always going to have it, and it won't end up getting recycled. Okay? So go ahead and close that, and if you need to borrow my book when we're finished, you'll have time. We're going to go back here. So one of the things, I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but you've been learning a foreign language all year. Did you know that? Math is its own language. You do know that, right? Watch that. So you didn't know you could speak a foreign language, right? So you know that this is math, and we can change math into English. What words do you use when you see math for this problem? What words do you think in your head? Olivia? Yep. But tell me the math problem in words. Translate to English. Quaid?
A minus B.
Exactly right. See, you know a foreign language. This right here means A minus B. What does this thing mean? Peyton? X times Y.
Was it A minus B?
Make sense so far? Okay, let's play a little more complicated. Check it out. Just go to the next page. You can borrow all my stuff when we're done. Shh. You guys ready? Here's this one. You've read this out loud to me using words. You don't stand up and do like this. You tell me things in words, right? What is this in words? Raise your hand.
Oh.
Tyler. No, we're right here at this one. 4 times what? Well, it means 4 times F, right? So let's write 4 times F. And what's the last part? Plus P. Let's look at the next one. Tell me what words you would say for that one. Caleb?
I would say D minus B to the third power. I would say D.
Just a minute. Who would say it a different way? Peyton?
D minus B.
Are they both correct? They are. Now watch this one. This one's going to be a little bit more complicated, right? It's got more parts. So watch this, and then we're going to talk about it. 5 times the difference of, difference means subtract, right? The difference of U and 10 plus H. So whenever you see parentheses, something special has to happen, right? Because it's not 5 minus U, it's 5 minus all of that. So you throw those words in like the difference of to tell that you're doing it times everything in the parentheses. Does that make sense?
No,
Okay, we'll practice a few more.
no.
No worries.
I never know.
Okay, here's another one. It's 3 divided by not just D, but D and F both. So watch this. Ready? 3 divided by the sum of, because what does the sum of mean? Sum means I'm adding. The sum of D and F.
You know, it makes sense.
We're going to spend a little more time, not to worry. So down here, they're making it a little bit easier for us, so we don't have to do as much writing. So look at the exercises right here. It just says circle all the vocabulary words that could be used. So if you look at this math problem, what operations are there up here? Is there addition up there? Anyone? No addition. Is there any subtraction in there? Circle that word. Is there any multiplication in there?
Yes.
Yes, 6H. Remember, a number and a letter next to each other with nothing in between means to multiply. Is there any division in there? Nope. Now, look at this one. There's a fraction, so you know what that means. Fractions are division problems, right? Okay. Is there a sum? Is there any adding? Sum means to add. Nope. Is there any subtracting? That means difference. What about product? Are we Yes, because we're multiplying. And what about quotient?
Yes.
Because fractions are division problems. Aren't you glad we learned that way at the beginning of the year? All right. It is a foreign language. Okay, here's the next one. Now it's got a lot of parts, right? Is there any adding? Yes. Any subtraction? Any multiply?
Yes.
5 times the quantity, right? Any divide?
No.
Nope. A times B times C. Is that more than?
No.
Less than?
No.
Times?
Yes.
We're done. So let's take a look over here. We're going to practice our foreign language skills.
Yay.
Number 5. That is math. Tell me what it says in words. Dominic?
8 minus 2 times G.
Genius. G for genius today. Okay, here's the one with parentheses. Remember how we did that on the last page. Anybody want to take a stab at this one? Peyton?
15 minus some
And use the word sum because sum means to add.
A.
Good job.
15.
We'll skip this one.
It's
All right.
A and C.
Do 8 and 9 by yourself, and then we're going to compare answers in about 3 minutes. Do 8 and 9 by yourself. Thomas? You can borrow my paper when you're done. No worries. Just work on 8 for right now. Okay, and a couple of people finished. Okay. All right, Brooklyn, you did this first one. What did you write down for number 8?
B cubed minus 8. 8. What? No, 18.
Genius. B cubed minus 18. What?
Can I tell you how I wrote it?
Yeah,
B to the third power of 18.
minus 18, not of. Yep. B to the third power is also correct, minus 18. What about number 9? Ashlyn.
F minus D divided 2.
Good job. Not right now, please. F minus D divided by 2. Is that going to work or not? Is it F minus D or F minus all of that?
All of it.
Yeah.
So you have to put parentheses around the
So we would have to say F minus the quotient of D divided by 2. I think that's how we would fix that one. What do you think? Let's skip that.
We have to go back to number 5 and do something different there. Because it's like we're saying 8 minus 2, and then we can multiply 6 times G. But that's going to be different from 2 times G. You know what I mean?
It is, except I'm thinking if you follow order of operations, you have to do 2 times G first anyway. That's just my thought. All right, turn your paper over to the problem set. For today, I know, we did skip 10. For today, you are going to do question 2 only, which is just what we were practicing, 5b minus 18. You're going to type those answers in, Cami. And when you're finished with those 4 questions, you may have free time. Jason, if you want to write yours on paper, I'll type them in for you. You guys have questions for me about any of that? Caleb?
I think it's foreign language.
What?
I think speaking foreign language.
Yeah, my
We never
pleasure.
knew we were speaking.
My pleasure. All right, guys, let's get going.